Hello, I'm Richard Vobes. I'm the author of Splidge the Cragflinger, and I want to tell you about the second book in the adventures of Splidge. This is The Purple Death. This is a prototype of the book. It isn't the final book. The cover will be slightly different, but it is the second adventure of Splidge and his friends in the land of Gud. In the first book, Splidge had to go off and try and win the royal tournament. I can't tell you whether he does or not, and what is the result, and whether the evil Baron hampers the tournament or not. You'll have to find out and read that. But if you've got that far, and that book is available out there on Amazon and all the other retailers, and on my website www.splidge.co.uk. If you've got that far, you'll be ready to read the second adventure. One of the themes in the first book is you will discover that Splidge is looking for his father. His father disappeared 6 years ago when he was, well, he's 12 now, so he disappeared when he was 6. And his father teamed up with this bunch of people called the Fools of War. They were warriors, and they went in search of the missing royal army, who had gone in search themselves of strange, hideous, grotesque creatures that were said to be destroying and attacking Gud. So the royal army had gone off. Splidge's father had gone to find them because they hadn't returned, and Splidge's father hadn't returned, so Splidge at 12 sets off to find not only his father but also the royal army. And this adventure takes him into the uncharted regions of Gud, places where very few people had been before. Some people had been before. A Captain Mucklebunt, who wrote a number of journals, had been in the uncharted areas of Gud, and he, for one, found gold on his adventures, and he was famous, but that was 200 years ago. Melissa Buckweed is another character who'd been in the uncharted regions of Gud, and she'd gone looking for the gold that Captain Mucklebunt had left there. And so she's a prospector looking for gold, and Splidge comes across her and she helps him on his way in an interesting fashion. However, this adventure, The Purple Death, is the story of a horrible and nasty disease. You may have heard of the Black Death. Well, the Purple Death is much worse. The thing is, in the land of Gud, the Purple Death is one of those plagues that had been around, had wiped out lots of people, but everybody thought had gone. And then, suddenly, it started to come back. But we learn that that's not accidental. We discover that some sinister character is introducing the Purple Death into the water system of Gud City. And on Splidge's journey, as he tries to find the the royal army and his father, he discovers the source of the Purple Death. There is somebody else on his travels that he did not expect to see, almost his nemesis, you might say. Splidge the Cragflinger discovers Splodge the Cragflinger. Yes, you can't make it up, can you? Splidge discovers this very strange man called Splodge. Splodge, as it turns out, is imitating Splidge, but he's got the name wrong. He's got the profession wrong. Instead of crag flinging, he's crog flogging. So what's a crog? What is he doing? Flogging them. Are they evil monsters? Is he whipping them? How is he flogging them? What's that all about? Splidge also on his journey has to climb up the Gudian mountains, these great big snow-capped mountains. He is led on a wild goose chase, or should that be a wild crag chase, and he is left in a barren desert. He meets a crazy inventor called Roger Fobar, who, crazily enough, comes up with the idea of a hot air balloon in Gud that had never been invented before. Now, we know about hot air balloons. You may have been in one, but Splidge had never been in one, and Snotty, who's with him, and the Crag and Doreen, they'd never been in a hot air balloon, so they go off and experience this. I can't tell you whether they find the royal army, and I can't tell you if he finds his father in this book. You'll have to read it to find out. But what I can tell you is he ends up being pushed into a deep mining shaft down in a mine, and he's chased by giant turtles who have a significant role to do with the Purple Death. There is a farm and another bunch of evil people who are responsible for introducing the Purple Death into the water. But why? Why are they doing this? What is the purpose behind it? There has to be a plan, and of course there is a plan. And how is Splidge going to save the day? The Purple Death, the second in the adventures of Splidge the Cragflinger. And I hope you will enjoy it, and I'm aiming to have it published in early 2015. So look out for that once you've read the first adventure, which will give you all the background you need. There is another one that I'm working on as we speak. I'm doing the first draft, and I will make another video to tell you a little about that. I can't be certain of the final story, because as you write a story, things do change and you get new ideas and twists that you want to introduce. But that's called the Isle of Gud, and that's about pirates. It's all part of the overall story, so I hope you will enjoy it. Do check out Splidge the Cragflinger, and if you haven't read the Royal Tournament, the first one, it's available on the website, on Amazon, on Barnes & Noble, on Kobo, as a Kindle e-reader, and all the rest. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you again. Goodbye.